Hello guys, this is myself Sejal and today I am with this new topic with this new video where we're gonna discuss how to choose the best suited course for you. When it comes to choosing a particular course, it's very important to understand you are putting your first step towards your career. So now actually when you are putting your first step towards your career, you need to spend a lots of time into understanding and doing research on which is the best course for you, where does your interest lies. So firstly, you need to understand that do not choose your career by being biased. What do I mean? See, our surrounding means our parents, our friends, our family members. We usually do what they say, or if we see our friends doing a course, we end up doing the same. Please understand, people will not stay with you forever. You have to do the thing where your interest lies in and the thing which you can do forever. Please make sure that you find your career option based on your interest and don't be biased. You need to figure out what's your interest. As I told you, you need to understand where is your interest and what is your interest. Why do you have that interest in yourself? So why, what and where is the most important question that you should know. See the successful people who have achieved something in the field where your interest lies in, like the thing that you want to do. Try to find out people who are already into this field and where they are up to, and try to see in how many years they have achieved their goals, and as per your goal you will be able to understand how many years you might take to reach that particular level or that particular to reach that particular goal. Okay, and if possible, talk to the people who motivate you or who are ideal person as per you. Discuss your interest with them and they might guide you the way they should actually. Find out what is the scope of that career option in the coming future. Now when you basically talk to the successful people or you go through those people, you will be able to understand what is the actual field and how they actually work. Once you get to know about it, you will be able to understand what is the scope of it. You also need to understand how you will be able or how you need to finance your course or the thing that you want to do in your upcoming future. Set the goals. Try to understand how many years would you take to reach that particular goal. These are some of the very important questions which will help you to understand to which course you want to choose and where you want to be in the upcoming future. Now once you finalize your course or find out the place where you want to be or the college from where you want to get your course done, you need to find out what is the syllabus or the curriculum given in by the university or by the college. If it's an autonomous college, you must go through each and every syllabus, each and every semester's syllabus specifically, because if you once enter to that particular course, you have to spend your complete 3 to 5 years or 4 years, and at that moment if you aren't able to understand the stuff or the things taught, you won't be able to sustain there and you will think of quitting that particular course. So you must go through the syllabus and try to understand it. If you are able to understand almost 95% plus of the syllabus, if you are able to understand the headings which are given by the university or by the college in the website itself, you can at least understand that I need to study this much amount of stuff in the next 3 years, and by that at least you will have some clarity about that particular course. Choose a city which gives you the maximum exposure. This means you need to get a particular city where you can find lots of work experience, lots of companies which have the work that you want to do for rest of your life. You actually need to find out whether you will be living in that particular city for rest of your life, or you just want to do your education from that city and come back. If that's the case, exposure doesn't matter. In that case, you just need to see that the college where you are going should be the best one. Second thing is, you must check out that the city where you want to go, whether you are capable enough of handling monthly expenses of that particular city, because if not, then you will be in a trouble, in a tension of how to manage the expenses. Choosing college. See, while choosing college, you basically need to find out 10 best colleges, and finding these 10 best colleges, or it may be 15 for someone, or it may be 5 for someone. So while finding these 5 best colleges, you need to make a very good research, and you need to go through each and every college's courses and the syllabus, and you need to check out the UCG and NEC accreditations as well. Second, if those colleges have entrance test, do not say no to the entrance test. You must give it, because entrance test is like a second chance to you to appear in it and get good marks and get into the college, because most of the students might say यार मेरा तो अच्छा marks नहीं आया, मैं कैसे जाऊँ उस college में. So in that case, basically you can apply for the entrance test and get into a good college. So never skip the entrance test, or do not skip the college just because of the reason that it has entrance test. Third point, make your own priority list of colleges. See, do not make list as per the websites or the college finding websites. Do not make your decisions as per those websites, because those websites are usually biased. You need to make your own priority list based on the factors in which city that college is, in which that college provides which kind of syllabus, and whether that syllabus is suitable to you or not, and what is the ranking of that particular college as per UCG or NAC. Avoid giving donations to the college. Let me tell you, if you get into any of the big colleges through donation, you yourself would feel meaningless. I'm telling you, giving donations to big colleges of more than 15 to 16 lakh, or even sometimes 20 lakh, is a waste. Please try to go through college through entrance exam or merit list, and if you don't have good marks, if you feel you won't be able to crack the entrance as well, leave that college. Go to a medium good sound college which have good UCG as well as, if possible, NAC, and then do well in the college and get good marks. I can bet you can do better than those who are paying donation and entering into a very big college. So donation is a waste of money. Try to avoid it. Stop the corruption. Do not blindly trust on college finding websites. As I already told you about it on my previous slide, basically trusting on these college websites should not actually give you the best suggestions. These websites are helpful to know about the colleges, but when it comes to listing the colleges or making your own priority list, what I will suggest you is go through the official website of each and every college, go through the UCG accreditations, and I'll be telling you more about accreditations in the next slide. Make sure that you fix the best college as per the genuine review. Okay, go through the ranks of the colleges, go through every sort of information available in the net, and then choose the decision. Don't blindly trust on these websites. They are mostly sponsored. What is actually this NAC or UGC? We are mostly confused. We actually don't know what is NAC or UGC. Let me tell you, UGC is basically a place, or it's a body which actually set the standards for university education, and they basically gives recognitions to each and every colleges. Whereas this NAC thing is under UGC only, and this is NAC. They basically gives accreditations, and UGC is something which approves the college. So if you ask me which is the best NAC accreditation, see, from grade C to A triple plus grades are the grades which are good enough. You can go to the colleges which have C to A triple plus grades. You must go through the colleges or universities which are being approved through UGC. Now, if you want to check what is the NAC or UGC accreditations and approvals, you should go to the official site. You can find it in Google itself, and there you can actually go through each and every college's rank and NAC accreditations. Always check the placement given by the college, and you need to check this from the official website of each and every college. Why placement is required and why you are required to know about placements? Because your parents are making investment on you, and you are investing your time of complete 3 years or 5 years in one particular college, and if later on you don't get better placements, you won't be happy enough and you'll end up with a disappointment. So what is important is you should know what kind of placement that particular college is giving, and moreover it's important to understand where is that particular college situated. Like if you go to a college which is in Mumbai, but obvious there are chances to get good placements over there because there are a number of companies over there. Okay, and next thing is you will be getting placements as per your capacity, but it is important to look through the placements made by the college. Lastly, I would just say one thing. It's very important to understand what you want to do in your career. It's very important to know yourself more. It's very important to understand your interest. And so I say you invest your time in yourself, whether be it 1 month or 2 months. Try to understand what is the thing that you want from yourself. Do not suffer later. What I will suggest you, think right now. It's the time when you might be finding colleges. It's the time where you need to fix out and understand what course you are doing and why you are doing this particular course. You need to know why, what, and from where. Always available for you all, guys. You can connect to me with this particular email ID. You can send me emails, and I'm there for career selection work, life issues, college selection things. I am very new to this particular field, but I am learning more and more. What I would say you all is we all are of same age group, so might be we can help out each other and we can solve problems. Nitin sir. Nitin sir is the one who have guided me throughout, and he was the one who helped me a lot while choosing my career option. I already took CA as my career option. I was doing it from past 1 year, but later on I actually knew myself and I got to know where my interest is lying, and I was totally into a devastated moment where I was not able to understand what I actually need to choose, whether it's CA or something else. I was completely in a very, very bad moment, and that time, sir actually helped me a lot. I viewed his videos where you'll get 5 different series of video where he actually tells you how to choose career option. Okay, in India we don't actually have counselors, and so we usually don't go to counselors, but counselors are the people who are being experienced. Even Nitin sir have guided more than 3000 students till now, and he guides everyone, and I am one of them. I have also given few of his points in my video, in this particular video. If you wish to improve your career option, if you want some counseling, you can connect to him. His phone number is over here. I will be linking his channel and his 5 series video, which you should or you must, okay, see it. So yes, if you have some time for yourself, then do check it out. Like it, comment is there for you guys. Subscribe to my channel, share it, like it, comment it. And if you want to connect to me, I have already given my email address to you. All the best for your choice making it very wisely, because it's very important. It's not a small thing, it's a very big deal of 30 to 35 years. All the best, friends. Take care. Bye bye. See you in my next video.